How you doing?
Hey.
Can I get another?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sort of seeing someone. I know what you're asking, and I appreciate it. I do. It's not that I don't find you attractive. It's just that I have someone in my life.
I'm the bartender.
I mean, if you really want to get me one. Oh, thank you.
We are here with the hilarious Kendra Cunningham right here on the Zoo. Welcome from Brooklyn, right? All the way from Brooklyn. Yeah. So Dennis, take us away. Get us in our seats.
Girl, you know what to do. At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow! Woo! Girl, I just want to know, why is everybody always hating on you?
I know, it's quite a problem.
I know. I mean, like a sex symbol like you just has to push them away.
It's the blonde hair.
I won't, you know what, I won't complain.
It could be worse, right?
Yeah, I always say that it's when I go out to have a drink.
Okay.
It's annoying when a guy talks to me.
Why?
But it's way more annoying if a guy doesn't talk to me.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Like, don't bother me, but bother me.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I like about you is that you play with, you know, that old conception about blondes being a little bit maybe ditzier and aloof.
This is true.
But at the same time, you have this sharp, wit, intellectual kind of take on certain things. I mean, are you just trying to like break down barriers for blondes everywhere?
You know, I wish I'm gonna have to listen to that again because I like the way you said that.
Basically, I'm saying you're a really smart blonde.
Yeah, thank you. But it was a nicely articulated compliment. You know, sometimes they just say, "Oh, you're beautiful," and that's it. That was very thoughtful.
Are you a real blonde?
Come on.
Well, I'm a strawberry blonde.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna ask.
Even better.
This is enhanced. I like to say. Yeah.
I was gonna ask, does the curtain match the carpets? But
by the way, he's gay, so he gets away with that. I can't ask that. I can't ask that. Okay, Kendra.
Yeah, I would be arrested if I asked that.
Good job. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, why is the reason you haven't heard that in a long time? Because nobody has pubes anymore. That's why nobody asks that anymore.
That's a whole other topic. No, I still have pubes, I just don't have hair on my butt. There's a whole thing.
That's a whole different show.
It's a whole different story. It's for another time.
I knew this was going to be so
Really,
racist. I wouldn't have worn my blazer.
Yeah. You don't have to wear it, girl. Even though you're a Wonder Woman.
Thank you, thank you. Well, thank you so much for watching the videos.
They were hilarious.
Thank you. Thank you.
For a stand-up comedian, do they have to be supported by great sketches, or are there some comedians that just focus on the stand-up and some that cross over to sketch? What's the trick to balance?
I think it really depends. I mean, some stand-ups are like strictly stand-up. I like to do, I love to do the sketches, and I have a blog that I write, and I like to do a little bit of everything. So it really depends. There are some people who only do stand-up once in a blue moon and focus on other things.
Right. So what about your comedy album that's called Blonde Logic? So tell us a little bit about that. Is it already out there?
It's out. Rooftop Comedy put it out. It's on iTunes and Bandcamp and I guess SoundCloud. SoundCloud's not going to be so happy that I forgot about them. But yeah, it's like 45 minutes of my stand-up. It's about family, self-image, men.
Is it audible or is it video?
It's all audible.
Yeah, of course. Any stand-up comedy is usually audible. You can usually hear it.
How else are you gonna laugh?
I meant like you understood what I meant.
She meant like, is it a special? I'm hoping to have a visual special soon.
Right, because I mean, I thought it was gonna be something like we were talking about Amy Schumer before.
Yeah, let me ask you, your opinion on the whole Netflix thing. You know, she got a bad rating. A lot of it was from trolls who probably didn't even see the special.
Right.
Some people saw the special, and I know this happens a lot with comedy, where they say, oh, you know, that joke might have been stolen, or maybe it was just the general premise that they both hit upon.
Right.
What are your opinions on that?
I think that I can't say whether or not Amy ever stole a joke, obviously. I do think that she has a lot of writers. So you really, writers can be influenced by something that they hear and then come back to her and say, I have this concept. So it could be like filtered down versions of somebody else's thing.
How do you feel about a comedian? I know that pretty much most comedians, when they get to a certain level, they start hiring writers. Right? Louis C.K., you know, I don't know if Dave Chappelle has, but how do you feel about that? I mean, I feel like a comedian, it should always be their voice, but I get that there's a pressure to have a special every year, an hour's worth of material. I mean, do you have writers?
No, I don't have any writers. I've had people like pitch me jokes. I don't feel like I'm at the level where I can take somebody else's idea and and feel like it's like my own, you know. So I don't know. I think that some comics, like I've heard of comedians getting writers, and then the writer will give them like, 75 jokes, and then the comic will choose like 3, and then rewrite them on, in their own version, like what language they would use.
Wow. Okay.
So I guess it can work. It obviously works for some people, and some people can make it seem. I mean, I've never seen anybody performing and then go, that doesn't sound like him. You know what I mean? Like
that process, it seems so strenuous to have 75 jokes and to like filter through. At that point, you can just write your own jokes.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think that
it doesn't make sense.
I guess. I don't know. Hopefully someday I'll be at the level where I'll have that problem.
Well, you are, because now you're on the zoo.
Now
so
we're
Wild animals.
It's crazy, like as the audience, you never think that there's so much going on behind it, like to put up the show, together and stuff. So what is this drop the mic thing that you put all the time on your social media? I want to know what that is. I was so curious.
Drop the Mic is a show that I do in Brooklyn. It's a monthly show. It's a stand-up show. And it's women comics and then one token male.
Okay.
So
it's the other way around here on the Zoom.
well, that's the whole thing was that most shows will only have one female on it.
Okay.
Most stand-up comedy shows, like they fill the one female spot and then that's it. So
You reversed it.
So yeah, well I can't take credit because the venue contacted me and asked me if I wanted to produce the show. So it's been really cool. I've gotten to, put on a lot of women, obviously. It's funny though, I noticed.
Is that why it's called Mike as in Michael?
Like, yeah.
Drop the mic?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Like no men.
Right.
Funny, okay.
And Steven at Sycamore, hi Steven, it's his concept, he made it up.
Cool.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Really, it's funny. It's
Last but not
catchy.
least, though, why do you call yourself the other Kendra? Do they confuse you with Kendra Wilkinson from Playboy?
Yes. Well, they don't. But no, they don't actually.
I can see it.
They'll say to me, oh, the only other Kendra I know was the Kendra,
the Playboy Kendra.
Yeah, the Playboy Kendra, exactly.
Yeah.
So I always say I'm the other Kendra. So,
awesome.
Well, we're going to take
You're the one that's funny on
quick
purpose.
pause.
yes.
We're going to come back with more.
Now, I'm a big fan of comedy, and I have a lot of comedian friends here in LA and some in New York, and there's a little bit of a rivalry between the two. But one of the things that comedians struggle with today is offending somebody or saying something politically incorrect,
PC.
especially on social media.
Yep.
What do you think is the line, or should there be a line when it comes to comedians? Should the stand-up comedy stage be the one place where we can just say the craziest things, and it's up to the audience whether?
Yeah, I mean, I think comics should definitely do whatever is their way of expressing their comedy. It's not my scene, I feel like there are some comics who like to get a rise out of people and
Get a rise?
Yeah.
What do you mean, girl?
Like,
are they getting sexually aroused or something?
Not that kind of rise.
get people, get under their skin.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I definitely feel like I do comedy to get people to like me.
Right.
Got it.
So I don't. If I think it's something that might offend somebody, I'm like, not that important for me to say.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about Lonely 48, because I read a lot about it.
Lonely Girl 48 is
Lonely Girl 48.
another web series that I did.
Okay.
With actually my partner, Vicky Cooperman is my film partner.
Is that the girl with the brunette hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's, we're both from Massachusetts.
Okay.
And she's originally from Russia.
Wow.
So there's one we do, Snake Eye P.I., where she plays a Russian. It's really very funny. But so Lonely Girl 48, I actually wrote it for a 20-minute short film, and it was about me confronting a guy who blew me off with like this gun that I had that shot cupids.
Okay.
Anyway.
But it won a ton of things, right? It was in a couple festivals.
So we ended up shooting it as it's a 2.5-minute thing, and we end up confronting him, but without the Cupid gun. Instead, we just sort of physically assault him and verbally abuse him. But it's funny.
Can we find it online?
Yeah, Lonely Girl 48. There's now 4 of them. I think there's 4 in the series now.
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Is it like on YouTube or?
It's on YouTube. Yep.
Oh, nice. So you do have a YouTube platform.
Yep.
For your. Okay,
I do.
great.
She has
Good to know.
she's on every platform.
Good to know. Good to know.
Okay, including SoundCloud, by the way. Which
Thank you, SoundCloud.
Not a lot of comics are on SoundCloud, so you're a pioneer. So we're gonna play a game now.
Okay.
Called Follow and Follow, and basically, kind of like talking about that. That's what I do with that. we're gonna do a follow and follow where we give you 2 people or 2 teams or what have you, 2 groups, and you gotta follow one and unfollow the other on social media for whatever reason. This is follow and follow.
Thank you.
Kendra's freaking out.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, the whole furry thing I'm sure you've heard. We get crazy here. It's very kinky on the
Yeah, we get definitely.
So, the first follow and follow, we got Jake Gyllenhaal versus Ryan Reynolds. Now, they both started the movie Life together, and they are Hollywood's newest bromance, but we gotta follow one and unfollow the other. Who are you taking?
Ryan Reynolds.
You didn't even have to think about it.
No.
Why?
I think he's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. I think he's really
I was thinking
sexy.
the same thing. I was like, Ryan Reynolds, because he's hot.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know. I mean, I'm unfamiliar with Jake Gyllenhaal's physique.
Okay.
But I know what Ryan Reynolds looks like.
Nice.
So I'm going to go with Ryan.
This is a skin deep rating. This is, you know, whatever's underneath, who cares?
I'm
This is second date.
I'm very shallow. I
Yeah.
just want the...
Me too.
Okay.
Well, go ahead, any?
Jake, I'll go with Jake because I just heard him sing on one of the entertainment news shows, and I was like really taken up. I was like, wow, he sings too. Hey,
Yeah,
kudos to
I'm
him.
Jake. I think he's more talented as an actor, but I love Ryan
Isn't it
Reynolds, too.
obvious the guy's taking Jake, the girl's taking Ryan? I'm gonna take Jake Gyllenhaal only because Donnie Darko. Have you guys ever seen Donnie Darko?
No.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen Bubble Boy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No.
And
Bubble Boy's incredible.
his sister. Amazing.
Oh,
and she's
Maggie
beautiful.
also
Maggie, yeah.
And then I went to high school with them.
What
both.
about
did?
the movie that Ryan Reynolds just did?
Which was what?
Deadpool.
Oh, I was about, yeah, that's another one
Deadpool's
that I was gonna
fantastic. Deadpool's, I was going to say,
Sequel is
that's the
coming
one
out.
caveat. Deadpool's
Yeah,
fantastic.
Deadpool's
I
kind
mean-
of cool, but Donnie Darko was just, I guess I saw it at a younger time in my life.
mention. People know him more from Deadpool nowadays. though.
Yeah. And it was, I thought that movie was so funny,
It was
too.
hilarious.
Yeah.
And he was great in it.
Yeah.
He's hot.
Louis C.K. versus Dave Chappelle. Which one of them is hotter? No, but
Oh,
Dave
no,
Chappelle,
honey,
they
please,
both
don't even
have
go
much
there.
hyped specials. Dave Chappelle had his double Netflix special. Louis C.K.'s is on the way. You're a comedian. Who do you like better? Go ahead and judge on looks if you want to do it.
If I had to choose one, I mean, I feel like I feel like I'm supposed to say Louis C.K. because he's from Massachusetts,
Oh.
but I would probably, if I had to pick one, I'd probably go with Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
Just because I think Dave Chappelle is a little more, he can be more silly.
Right.
You know, and Louis is a little,
Moodier?
yeah, and like he's a little more like,
Straight edge.
yeah. I like a little, sometimes I like just a little like silliness.
Looser,
you know?
yeah.
I like Louis, and I watched the show, and I thought he was funny, so I'll stick with him.
I never pay attention to Louis. I feel like Dave is more in the loop, like he's in the limelight more, but I'm just
What do you
always...
mean? He went missing for like 12
No,
years.
but lately, he did go. That's what I'm afraid of, though. I'm afraid that he's gonna have a meltdown.
He was fully out of the limelight.
Yeah, well, but now I feel like I hear about him more because people are like, I want him to come back. What happened to him? Like, people, despite the fact that he's gone, people
Well,
still love
now
him a
he's
lot.
back. He has
He's
specials
back.
out on Netflix
Yeah.
now.
I'm going to choose Dave based on his older material. I
Yeah.
don't love the newer material. I like it, but I don't love it as much as other people. So I'm going to base it
Look,
on
I
his
think
older
Louis C.K. is one of the best comics of all time, and his TV show on FX, one of the best shows of all time. But they have this clip where he's telling somebody, Opie Anthony, that anyone that ever asks a question at the actors, you know, the actors, what do you call those things?
Actor studio.
Actor studio will never make it, and then they show a clip of
him.
who's that? Bradley Cooper asking a question to Sean Penn, and then they cut to a clip of Bradley Cooper humping Louis C.K. in that movie. Do you guys saw that? And it was like Louis C.K.
Yeah.
That whole, you know, rating on somebody's parade. It's
good.
over. So, all right,
So
listen,
good.
you've been amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you
guys
for
have
being
been
here.
awesome.
Yeah.
Where can people find you?
Velvet Blazer.
KendraCunningham.com,
Okay.
on Twitter at The Other Kendra, Facebook.
You should
That's
tour
what it's called, The
your
Other Kendra?
Drop the Mic
Yep.
here in LA soon.
I
You
should.
think about
You're
that.
right. I should
Yeah.
bring it out here. Bring some
Yeah.
ladies out here.
Wow. And
Definitely.
please sell those Velvet Blazers. Those are incredible. I'll buy one.
Amazing.
I know.
Thank you.